Hi, so welcome to the PLC course. So in this course, we'll cover a number of issues, starting from just the basics of a PLC and the theory around it, and then we get to the practical in a virtual space like this one, and then we move to the practical in a hardware setup. So what we will have a physical, PLC training kit that you set up that you'd be able to actually try out some of these programs, so that you just get the whole full practical concept around these things. And so just as a glimpse, this is how a PLC program looks like, what you're looking at here. And then on the other side, this is a mimic of an industrial setup, such as a silo. So what we have in this industrial setup, such as a silo, we have a conveyor belt, as you could see here, driven by a motor, and it has got a proximity sensor here. And of course here we've got a level sensor, we've got a solenoid valve there. And then this is basically an HMI, or an operator interface unit. And then this is the actual silo and all that. So as you could see here, what's happening is that when we click stop, we de-energize everything. This stops running. When we click start, and what you're going to notice there is that now these boxes will be coming. When it reaches here, the proximity sensor senses it, and when it is feeding, the level sensor will also detect. And then also when the proximity sensor senses, then we energize the solenoid to allow the feeling of that material from the silo coming downwards like that. But also you notice that when we stop, when we sense the proximity sensor, we also cut the power to this motor, so this motor stops moving. When this motor stops moving, then we energize this solenoid. And then when the level sensor detects that the material is fully filled in that box, then we energizes the motor, and then we see that this starts running, and we de-energizes the solenoid, and then we override the initial state of the proximity sensor in that particular case. So on the program side, the same things are happening. So if you could see when you start, basically your run light goes on, and then at the same time when the run light goes on, you'd see that it's coupled with the motor contactor, which is there, so that the motor contactor should be able to allow this to run. The motor contactor is de-energized at the moment when we sense the proximity sensor, and it goes all the way down to that. So see you as we cover these details in this automation course. Thank you.